impressions of camp so far? How's it going?
First of all, I'm having a lot of fun out here back in the heat, being away from the heat a couple years in Washington State. Coming back to the South, it's hot, but it's awesome. We're all competing, having a great time.
You guys are kind of getting off scot-free. It's really not that bad out.
Yeah, that's exactly why I said it was fun.
Because it's not 100 degrees?
No. It wasn't 100 degrees, but it was pretty moist out there on those fields. It had rained recently, so it's good.
How do you feel like the offense is coming along? And just, I know you guys did a lot of install back in the spring, but how do you feel like it's going the first few days?
Yeah, a lot of that install and a lot of walkthroughs in the summer, and then even now, every other day. And guys are staying after with me, and we're walking through a lot of stuff, so we're in a really good spot. And I'm very pleased with how everybody's doing, and everybody's having a lot of fun.
What kind of development have you seen from Zion Kearney just in general? It sounds like he's had a pretty good start.
Yeah, he's really good. He's impressing a lot of people. I mean, you can see his size. Like, he's a young guy, but he looks old. Like, he's built, and he can move, so we're going to get a lot out of him.
John, you've got a situation, like, Jovani's going to come back at some point, and how good of a player he is. But for you, how much do you have to kind of think about getting other guys to develop when he's, not there and working with the tight ends and getting them more involved and just younger, like Zion and new guys that have come in? How much do you kind of look at that on a day-to-day basis and throughout the offseason?
I mean, Jovani's definitely a big piece, and he had a super impressive spring, as a lot of y'all know, but I don't even think it's like everybody's going to be ready no matter what, and it's out, and he's out, and it sucks. But they're going to be ready, not because he's going to be out. Even if he was in, I'd push them to get ready the same way. But they're taking the challenge real well, and Jovani's one of the guys staying after the walkthroughs, so he'll be ready when he comes back. It's not going to be an easy process.
John, you guys had looked like a spirited one-on-one deal at the beginning of practice. Yeah. How does that fire up the rest of the practice?
It definitely sets the tone. A lot of guys want to win right off the bat, and looking forward to practicing Saturday when we got off the field. So everybody wants to do it. Everybody wants to get going.
John Jaden told us that he's kind of getting incorporated in the pass games. What's it been like starting camp with him?
Yeah, it's been great. He's a great football player. He's a great friend. Having that threat for him in the pass game, him and all our running backs, is a great versatility for this offense, and we can do a lot with him in any situation, any personnel.
He said you guys like Satania's name comes up a lot pretty much every time we talk to these guys. What's he done so far in camp that's
he's super reliable. He's always going to be in the right spot, works super hard, doesn't complain, and he's just a guy that I like to be around. Everybody likes to be around, and you do that and you make plays, everybody's going to love you because you're a good teammate.
Jaden was saying that you and him have some nightly jump rope competitions in the driveway. How's that been going?
Yeah, he the last couple weeks of summer training, he challenged me to 1,000 jump ropes a day, and we'd time it. And he'd say I was being lazy, but I thought I was prepping myself for the season. It was like right with 2 weeks left to go in summer training, and then I knew the week before, I was gonna, not do so much extra, get my body right. So, I didn't really do it as much as he did. There's a video on him on Instagram doing it, whatever. But.
So you lost bad, I guess.
I mean, he ended up doing it. He did 1,000 straight in, I think he said under 6 minutes, which is unreal. Like, it's way faster than me.
John, what do you think of the weapons you have around you, talent-wise?
I mean, they're all real good. Like, I look to this side of the field, I got somebody to go to. I look here, I look in front of me, I look beside me, it's everywhere. It's pretty dangerous when you got weapons everywhere, and we all trust each other, and we're going to get to the point where we really, really trust each other. So.
But the tight end's Caden's name keeps coming up. What's the biggest area of growth you've seen from him from when you arrived to now?
I'd say he's just getting more confident, comfortable in the offense. Like, he's moving fast, and when you think fast and you're that big, it's dangerous. He can do a lot of stuff, and he did good in the one-on-ones, like you mentioned earlier, and he's coming along. I'm real proud of him.
Going back to those one-on-ones, Keontae's looked like he had a couple animated and competitive reps. Just what have you seen from him since the spring?
I mean, he definitely has a lot of spirit and passion for a game of football, and he loves winning. And he hates losing, which is good for the team. And he can get after it a little bit. And I love him too. He's great.
One of the things you said at the end of spring that you hope to get through the summer and the team, not just you, but the team would know a lot more about the offense. Did you get there? Did you feel like the beginning of camp?
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, the summer's huge. The summer's all about investing your time. There's no classes. There's no, there's not a whole lot going on. You can get a good sleep schedule because we're not waking up too early. I mean, some people are, but I mean, but you just got so much time to be around people and be in a meeting room together, and it's huge. just to learn the plays, and we're all in a really good spot.
John, you talked about some of the receivers you have, but on the other side of the ball, how have the young corners looked in camp so far?
Yeah, they look good. They're strapping up, you know. It's been real good back and forth. I mean, they're playing confident, and I mean, the defense does a lot. I probably couldn't run this defense. It's so much, you know, and so I applaud them for that. And it's real good because I know if I miss even a little bit, they're going to make me pay.
So when you come to the line of scrimmage and Brent's calling things, do you?
Yeah, he's standing right in front of me. Yeah. No, I'm kidding. But it's awesome, and I'll talk a little crap to him. It's probably shouldn't, but he loves it. He's a football guy.
Right.
Football guys love to smack talk. So he's you know him. He loves practice and he loves football. So.
John, I don't know how much you heard about the offensive line troubles last year, but how have they looked so far to you? I know you probably don't get to see a lot of that until you look at tape, but how do you feel that group is coming together? And what do you do as a quarterback to kind of, I don't know, give your 2 cents to things?
Yeah, I think I'm a huge part in it, and I do whatever I can to help them out, flipping the protection and just building a relationship. I think it's huge, not to say this didn't happen last year, but to be around them and to do things for them so they really give everything they have for the dude behind them. And so I've really tried to put an emphasis on that. I probably could have done a better job here and there. I'm not perfect, you know, and then just learning what they're doing so I can optimize what they call and get them in the right plays and the right run checks and the right, because it's hard for them. I mean, especially with this defense, that we're getting so many different looks, and we will during the season. So if I'm behind, you know, I can see more. If I can see more and help them not have to see as much, then it's going to make them
When you say trying to learn, are you like sitting in on film study with them at all? Or?
Me and Troy have done it multiple times, and yeah, just talking. Like every time we come off the field, if I check something or I should have checked something, he's going to tell me. And I'm fascinated by O-line play. Like honestly, if you sit there and watch it, like those 5 dudes have to be all as one, and to get 5 people to do one thing is very impressive. And I love O-line play, and they're doing a really good job.
You finally got to play with Jaden at camp. How's that going? And is that fun?
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. He's super competitive. He doesn't like to lose either. You know, he's going. I heard he picked up a block for me, a really good one in our last period, and I appreciate that. I didn't really see it. I wasn't looking, but it's good to know that you're going to have somebody protect you and make it easier for everybody around you. You know, he's a really good player. You got to focus on him. And yeah.
He seems like he has a chip on his shoulder. You kind of have that too. You know, what is that something that can bond you guys together? Or
Yeah,
does that make you better?
I say it already has. You know, we both came from the West Coast, played. I'm not from the West Coast, but played on the West Coast, and we live close to each other, so we're around each other a lot. And I love every moment I spend with him. He's a great dude, and we're a lot alike. So.
John, how much have you maybe grown as just a leader on this football team since the moment you got here?
I mean, a lot, I guess. I mean, myself learning how to lead has grown a lot. Trying to build relationships, put myself in uncomfortable situations, that's been real good. And the guys seem to respect me, and I appreciate that so much. That's all you can ask for. You come in as a new guy, you just want to earn everybody's respect. And I hope I've done that, and it should lead us to some good places.
How do you go about that? How do you go about that? Is that something that you do on the field, or is it stuff that you organize off the field?
Some of it is on the field, but I'd say a good % of it is off the field.
Yeah.
You got to build relationships as a person. Because if I'm going to get on you and I don't even know you, then they're not going to react the right way. And not that I try to get on everybody all the time, but you got to show them that you care about them as a person before you can really hone in on them as a football player. They're not going to listen to you the right way. And me and Coach Buck have done a good job of that. You know, so these guys react the right way to Coach Buck because he cares them as people.
On that note, you mentioned at media days that you were helping Jovani out after his surgery and stuff, and cooking for him. What were you cooking?
So I just got a grill back in the winter, and so chicken, steak, all the stuff. I feel like a dad. No, it was great. He stayed with me, and it was such a blessing. I didn't realize it, obviously. You know, he got hurt, and I freaking hated it. It sucked. But him staying with me, me being able to serve, you know, like servant leadership and just help a friend out, you know, it sucks for him. But he had a great spirit about it, and he's so funny. Like, I don't know how much y'all talk to him. He's freaking hilarious. So every time I came home, I'd have a smile on my face, and it was great.
The defensive guys said that you talk about trash during practice. They said it kind of gets everybody going during practice. Is that something that you came in and trying to up the ante as far as intensity, or is it just your personality?
I'd say it wasn't because of anything that happened before. I would just say, like, I know from playing football it gets people going a little bit, and that's what you need on this field. Like, it's practice 4 and it's great, but come here soon, like, it's going to be, damn, it's practice, you know, it's hot, you know, this and that. So you can get everybody going a little bit more, and that comes from me. I'm the quarterback, I'm the leader, so I got to do it, and I love doing it. You talk a little crap, you get the best out of everybody. So.
I know you've learned a lot about, you know, the microscope that you're under now, being in Oklahoma, being considered the #1 transfer and all that stuff. How do you think Coach Arbuckle is handling? I mean, people forget he's a 29-year-old guy. He hasn't been in the spotlight before. Do you notice any difference in him, or do you have any talks with him about that kind of stuff?
I mean, I think me and him have done a good job. I mean, you hear it. You can't just totally be naive to it, but we've done a good job not focusing on it. You can't focus on it. That's not why we play the game. I have seen he's always worked hard, but he works even harder now because he really wants it. He's more motivated than I've ever seen, and so am I. And it's not because of any noise or this and that. It's just because we know what we have and the opportunity we have, and we're really excited for it.
John, there's also a ton of hype about the defensive line. From a quarterback's perspective, just what do you see when you look across the way?
I mean, yeah, they're pretty good, even too deep. I mean, you get on Mason off, you're like, oh, okay, and then you get 3 or 4 other guys on there. It's like, dang, you still gotta, you know, focus up. So, but it's great, and it's a great test for us going into every week.
When we talked to you in the winter, John, you talked about how much you enjoy being this close to home. 6 months later, do you have a more concrete idea of what the benefits are, being to where you can get home if you want to, and why not?
I mean, I haven't been home since our 4th of July break because we had a break at the end of July, but I stayed here to get ready. But it's really for them now in this phase, because they can just come up easily. They know I wouldn't go home. Like, I'm not going to go home. I got stuff to do, and they respect that. But they'll come up for the games. It's easy now. You know, they just drive up. So it's really the biggest blessing is for them to be able to come see what I'm doing.